Today we're talking about transforming a lean, often tough cut as eye round into a mouth-watering, fall-apart dish packed with deep, rich flavors. We will allow the connective tissue to break down gradually, which gives us that melt-in-your-mouth texture everyone loves. Here's what you'll need. 2 cloves, about 4.4 pounds of eye round cut into chunks. Salt, about 1 tablespoon for every 2 pounds of meat. Freshly ground black pepper to taste. 1 sprig of fresh rosemary. 2 medium white onions diced. 3 to 4 cloves of garlic minced. 1 cup of red wine. 1 cup of extra virgin olive oil. 1/2 cup of Worcestershire sauce. 3 bay leaves. 2 cups of beef stock. Remove any silver skin from the meat and cut it in chunks. Do not think squares, but triangular pieces. Seasoning is one of the most important steps in this recipe. Add salt, black pepper to taste, and the Worcestershire sauce for an extra depth of umami. Let the meat sit for a few hours to fully absorb these flavors, ideally about 6 hours in the fridge before cooking. If you're short on time, even 30 minutes of seasoning will still enhance the flavor, but longer is better. Bring it to room temperature about 2 hours before searing. This helps it sear more evenly and retain more juices. In a large, heavy-bottomed pan, heat up some olive oil until it's nearly smoking. Carefully add the eye round chunks and sear each side until they have a gorgeous brown crust. This should only take about a minute per side. Then, remove the meat and set it aside. In the same pan, add a little more olive oil if needed. Then sauté the diced onions and minced garlic until they're softened and starting to brown. Toss in the bay leaf and rosemary. Now it's time to deglaze. Pour in the red wine, and as it hits the hot pan, use a wooden spoon to scrape up all those flavorful brown bits from the bottom. This deglazing step infuses the dish with rich, deep flavors. Transfer the seared meat, the flavor base, and all those tasty pan drippings into your pressure cooker or slow cooker. Add the beef stock, making sure the meat is mostly submerged. Remember, it is not a stew. Set the pressure cooker to low pressure or low heat for 50 minutes. This method gives you the tenderness of a long braise in a fraction of the time. If you have extra time, you can slow cook it for about 3 hours instead. Reduce the sauce if you want to increase the thickness. And there you have it, folks. A tender, juicy, flavor-packed dish that's sure to impress. The meat should be fall-apart tender. Serve this melt-in-your-mouth eye round with mashed potatoes, roasted veggies, or crusty bread to soak up that luscious sauce. If you enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and leave a comment below about your experience. Happy cooking!